Whew, okay, so it's next day, obviously, after the Game Awards, and I'm going to take a second look at the MK11 trailer now that the euphoria has finally died down, and also to address some comments that not necessarily left in the video, but that were sent to me in messages of people that were, like, being kind of vile towards me just because I made a miscall at the end about Naga or something like that, and I'll explain why I thought that might have been Naga at the end. I will explain it in pure detail, but come on, guys, it's just a game. Good grief, you know? There's no reason to get hostile. But that aside, I am not gonna let that ruin my day. So anywho, let's take a second look here at this trailer and see if about things that might have been missed and whatnot. Let's take another look-see here. So, either way, I really enjoyed the trailer. I know some people are harping on the music and whatnot. So, obviously, and I didn't say this last night, obviously, I said that was the MK1 guard right there. So, obviously, this is the Mortal Kombat 1 Courtyard stage, which I thought that is a really awesome callback here to this. So, again, a lot of people have said that this might be, like a timeline or, the timelines converging from the old timeline and the new timeline converging. So this was a really nice callback to this. And then, of course, Raiden and Scorp start fighting and whatnot. And again, hold on. Let me go back here. First of all, I love this new design for Scorpion. I really, really love it. It makes him look even more ninja-like. It looks like a natural evolution of his outfit from MKX. Really love it. Love the gold mask. That's almost a nice callback to some of his outfits from the original timeline, like Deception, Armageddon, and Deadly Alliance, the gold mask and whatnot. So really nice callback with those. And then, of course, this is Dark Raiden, who we saw pop up in Deception. Yeah, I know. People don't like the music, I know. Very visceral fighting. Obviously, this is a trailer, not gameplay. So, here we have our first hint at they're going to be retaining environmental stuff that started with Injustice and carried over to MKX and then Injustice 2. Interacting with the environment and using it as attacks to deal damage and stuff. So, very obviously, they're going to be going back to that, which that's fine. To me, that just makes the game better. It really, really does. Love the new introduction of Scorpion's blades here. I love that there are sidearm blades now for quick draw style attacks instead of, shouldered or over-the-shoulder swords that he's had, for the last couple of years. I like that they're in the traditional, on the side quick draw style here, blades for him. I like that. Sick. So, I'm going to guess that this might be an X-ray. I'm going to take a wild guess and guess that this is probably going to be an X-ray for Scorpion if indeed X-ray attacks are coming back, which I would be shocked if X-ray attacks weren't coming back. But either way, this looks like a perfect X-ray for him. And just, woo, man, visceral as hell. Love it, love it. Cut him open. Okay, now, Raiden summons a weapon here. This looks like a staff of some kind. This might be a new, because, Raiden's always been shown in the past to be carrying a staff. So this might be like a new, Thunder God staff of his. But the fact that he summoned it might give hint that this might be a new attack for him of some kind to switch up the styles and whatnot. So, obviously, or to me, obviously, that this is, ooh, God, that broken, oh, God, I don't know if I want to go back to that or not. Oh, that's disgusting. You can see the bone and everything. That's disgusting. So, yeah, Scorp getting a beat down here. Now, this is obviously continuing from where, MKX left off with Scorpion returning back to being immortal as Hanzo Hasashi. And you see that, with actually getting to see his face, beneath the mask here. But what happens next is interesting, to say the least. And again, this was kind of another hint that the timelines were converging. This right here. This right here. This right here. Mortal Kombat 3 or Ultimate MK3 design Scorpion. And this is Ultimate MK3 design here. The mask kind of alludes to MK2 because they had what I used to call the hockey mask style of mask in MK2 that all the male ninjas shared. But the costume design, that padded look, that is straight out of Ultimate MK3. So this was what a lot of people have said, and kudos to those guys for making this call. Very big hint here that this is going to be some kind of timeline-related thing. Also, this has got to be a Scorpion from the past because he's channeling his Revenant powers there. If you go back and look here. Let me back it up a little bit. Right here. Him channeling his Revenant Scorpion powers here, you know, with the skull and everything else. So, I think, yeah, this is definitely a Scorpion from the past. That is if this isn't a fatality, I'm going to be very disappointed. That is sick. That was a very, very sick fatality. If indeed. Now, right here, let me explain myself. Let me please explain myself. Here's why I said in the reaction, and again, it's a reaction, guys. I only can say things as I take them right then and there. I don't know everything that happens, you know, right when it happens. Very rarely can I make a call 100% right all the time. I do my best. I'm not perfect here. Here's why I said, is this Naga? Because I thought, you know, after MKX, that with Dark Raiden showing up and everything, that Naga would obviously be the next villain that would be in the next Mortal Kombat game. The other reason why is I looked at this and I'm like, those look very scale-ish in design as far as like, you know, the designs right here in the crystal. I thought these were scales, and I thought, you know, is this like a crystalline body for Naga that he's encased in or something like that, you know, before his resurrection or something like that, you know. In the old timeline, he was encased in an egg and needed to be reincarnated using Reptile's body and stuff like that, you know, all that convoluted stuff back then. So that's why I thought, especially if you zoom out here, I honestly thought that maybe, you know, this might have been a body encasement for Naga. As it zoomed out, obviously, it's an hourglass. Obviously, you know, but that's why I said, is that Naga? You know, I thought it might have been a zoom in on like a crystalline body or something like that. I know that seems like the most far-fetched thing, but that's where my mind was at the time. And I hope y'all can understand that, yes, you know, especially the people that are saying that I'm stupid, good grief, you know, that, yes, that's why I said that. You know, I gotta make calls as I see it, y'all. Now, obviously, that's not the case, even though there is still a distinct possibility that Naga could possibly still happen. It could possibly still happen. They might have a new role for him of some kind. But, obviously, this is an Elder God over here. You know, ethereal energy around her, very godlike appearance, similar to Raiden's, or, you know, before he went Dark Raiden. Obviously, this is an Elder God. Obviously. And obviously, this is an hourglass, and if you back it up here, you can see the sands are going in reverse. So obviously, something has diluted the timelines, and more than likely, it is because of Raiden's actions in MK9 that may have diluted the timeline. And the two timelines, you know, especially with Ultimate MK3 Scorpion showing up, we might be getting a converging or a merging or just an all-around clashing of the two timelines coinciding and meshing together of some kind. But here it appears that the Elder Gods might be trying to restore the timeline by backing the sands up and whatnot. So, you know, again, this could be interesting because we've never really, you know, with the exception of MK9, you know, the Mortal Kombat games have never really played around with time travel and time manipulation and stuff like that. MK9 did with Raiden changing events to try to prevent Armageddon. And obviously just about everyone ended up getting killed because of that. So maybe a greater threat is coming and there are not enough combatants to fight this threat maybe, or, time itself might be collapsing with, like I said, the two timelines might be converging onto one another, like with Ultimate MK3 Scorpion showing up, and who freaking knows at this rate? We don't know. We do not know yet, but that was kind of a second look I really wanted to take at this trailer. This was the other part that they did not show last night, was the fact that when you pre-order, you do get Shao Kahn. So obviously, Shao Kahn, even though they might restrict him to pre-order only, I don't know if they'll actually include him in the storyline, but maybe, maybe Shao Kahn might return in some capacity story-wise instead of just being a character, and whatnot. But maybe this might be why they might be trying to back time up or restore the timelines, if that's what I think they're doing, is because Shao Kahn returned, but all of the combatants are dead, or the people, or the Earthrealm warriors are dead still, and they need them. So who knows? Who freaking knows? But that was the second look I wanted to take at this trailer, and kind of clear up some things of what, of some missed calls, because I am going to make missed calls sometimes, guys. I try to make calls as best I can with reaction trailers, and I really try to do my absolute best with them and spot as many things as I can, but I am not perfect. I do my best, but I still nonetheless appreciate you guys. I really, really do appreciate you guys. No matter what the feedback is, even though I try to roll the negative ones off my shoulder and whatnot. But yeah, I wanted to take another look here, and this was good taking another look. I really do. And either way, thank God. Thank God that it's just actually happening, right? I mean, Ed Boon, king of trolling. Either way, have a wonderful day, and stay shui, baby.